Hi, Elaine again, back with another video, and I hope you don't mind today, but I want to get up close and personal with you because I want to have a conversation with you that will explain exactly how you can attract the right partner. And I'm not going to be pessimistic here, but I owe it to you because I love you and I want to be realistic with you. Because, finding your soulmate is like finding the right partner in a sea of wrong. Because unsurprisingly, most people that you're going to meet are going to be the wrong people for you. And I'm speaking from experience as a lawyer. I've spoken to many of my clients who, they come into the office, they speak to me about their partners, and they tell me that their partner isn't right for them. All the things that are going on in their relationship. And I look at that person, I look at my wonderful client and I say, how did you wind up with someone like them? And they don't even connect with their partners emotionally, spiritually, or mentally, or even financially. So the conversation that I'm going to have with you today is about finding that right partner. And in fact, I'm going to qualify that because it's not actually finding the right partner, the 5 steps that will help you to do that. It's about actually attracting the right partner. So you're here and you are a magnet to attract the right person in your life. And there's a big difference between the two because they will come to you. And this is really unique content that I'm going to share with you today. So stay tuned to this video, watch it to the very end, and don't go away. Look forward to seeing you back. Hi friends, welcome back to the conversation. If you're new to this channel, it's all about empowering you in your relationships and in your personal growth journey. And the first thing that I want to talk to you about how to attract the right person in your life is basically the fact that you need to have a secure psychology. That means that you have to be right in yourself so that you can give the right emotional signals to your potential partner. Now, what does this all mean? Let me break it down for you. The fact is that everywhere you go, you have an energy. We all have an energy. When you're going shopping, when you're driving, when you're out with your friends, even when you're eating, you're coming across a certain kind of way. And that means that you're making a statement about yourself. You're advertising yourself, if you like, everywhere you go. And this gives off a signal of what you're all about. So all of us have emotional feelers or spiritual feelers that we pick up on the signals that you're giving, these emotional signals. And I'll give you a deeper understanding of this. There's principally 2 kinds of signals that you can give off. The first signal is the undiscerning aura. The truth is that it's very difficult to hide your aura. You may not know that you don't have the right framework, the right mental state, to understand the signals that you're actually giving off. But when you have this undiscerning aura, then it basically lets people through the door. And it's sort of saying, look, I'm desperate for a relationship. And when this happens, you get takers that come in, they come into your space and they start taking from you. They start taking your time, your emotional energy, and they're draining you. And along with the takers, you have the movers. They're moving on you, they're making a move on you, and you have the shakers. Those people that spice up the conversation and they say, look, I'm the right person for you, but they don't get you. And you can't give them your heart because if you did, they wouldn't know what to do with it anyway. And I said I'm going to be up close and personal with you because I was doing exactly the same thing. I was attracting all the wrong people because I was giving off all the wrong signals and I didn't even know it. So I'm going to explain to you exactly what you need to do to give off the right signals so that you will attract your soulmate. But before I do, I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you. By working as a solicitor, I've tried to help as many people as possible. And this content, this platform, should I say, gives me an opportunity to continue to do that. So I'm really grateful that you're watching and I hope that you get something out of it. If you do, please subscribe, like and share. I want to say that I love you and I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching and continue watching. So, what's the second signal that you may be giving off that you don't actually know about? And that's called the high value signal. That shows that your confidence, and perhaps more importantly, that you have a purpose. Because, hey, when you're approaching someone and they know that you have direction and purpose in your life, is a very attractive attribute to have. You need, first of all, to mirror who that person is. So that man or that woman that you're meeting, you need to be able to come at them at the same level that they are at. So if you want to head to the right person, then you need to ensure that you're living that kind of life yourself. And if you're looking for someone that's going to elevate you, and compliment you, then you need to start thinking about what you can do. Question yourself, what can I do to attract the kind of person that I want to see a reflection of? That high value man, that high value woman that you want. And you might be saying to yourself, well, look, how do I know whether I'm high valued or not? You know it because you're well balanced, and by that I mean you have a life where you have hobbies, you have interest, you have a purpose, you have faith in yourself and your capabilities, and you are someone who uses the tools that God has given you to create the right positive attitude, so that when that person comes along with the emotional feelers that they put out, they can see the signals that you're putting out, and so they can pick up on this and they know that you're the right person for them. The second thing that needs to be going on in your life to attract the right person is to use that high value mentality that you have and pair it with your emotional strength and your spirituality. When I say spirituality, it means the soul, how you connect with yourself. Not looking at something which is materialistic. What I'm saying here is that you're resonating on a more deeper level. Because here, when you bring it on a spiritual level, you're not looking for someone who's that material man, that material woman. You're looking for that man or that woman. So you're not going to have to be selling yourself every day, because they're going to know your value, because you're bringing it on a much deeper level. And that brings me to the third way that you're going to attract the right person into your life. And that is to understand how you being a high valued person can be used to generate the right approach. And that right approach is knowing exactly who you want to attract. You've got to know, who you consider is the right person for you. So if you're looking for someone who has a lot of money, so that's your intent, okay, and you're going to approach it that way, you've got to look at what you're going to bring to the table. Why would that person be interested in you? Because essentially you're not mirroring who you want to be with. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you should lower your standards, but you need to upgrade yourself by giving a clear signal to that high value man and that high value woman that you're worth it. So how do you do this? Well, you take the time to visualize who you want to attract. So you might want to sit down in a quiet place and think about the level that you're resonating on, because visualization can impact you on a spiritual basis. It can turn you into a magnet so you can attract the right person. So just imagine you've got the ability to act like a magnet. You're here and your partner's here and you're attracting them to you. And when you visualize, you don't necessarily have to think about what the person looks like, but you should think about what that person makes you feel like. Your heart, your head should be working at the same pace, so that that person that you're interested in has your head as well as your heart, and they're working at it on the same level. And, sometimes we want to mirror somebody that's slightly higher than us, and I get that. But you've got to meet them at a certain level. If they're going to be up there and you're going to be down here, you've got to really be realistic with yourself to say, well, look, how are we going to actually meet in the middle? What is it about me that's going to make that person want me over somebody else that's on the same level as them? And that brings me to the fourth way that you can attract your soulmate. And that is by being bold. What do I mean by this? I mean, you're not afraid to show your mental mindset, your emotion and your spirituality. in the physical sense. So that includes how you dress, what your hair looks like, how you carry yourself outwardly. It's to do with the aesthetic, because obviously your partner is going to see you for the first time before he actually picks up on your mental mindset. And it's very easy to get the right frequency. And I'm going to give you an example of how you don't do this, first of all. And I take me as an example. I was walking down the street one day and, I was thinking about something that really upset me. Why did that person say that to me? And immediately I thought this. My brain gave my body a signal. You're unhappy, you're confused, you're worried about something. And immediately my face started to reflect what my brain was telling me. I remember looking across the way and I saw someone that was very attractive, someone that I considered that could be my soulmate. But I realized that I was sending out the wrong signals, so that their emotional feeders, the spiritual feeders, was picking up on the wrong vibration. But there's a simple way that you can deal with this, and that is to smile. And you're probably thinking, come on, Elaine, you must come up with something better than that. But it's true, because every time you smile, so supposing you meet someone across the way and you smile to yourself, so they're not even looking at you, and you just smile to yourself, you are radiating on a frequency level. Even if you still feel the sort of negativity in your mind, your brain will automatically throw a party for you, and that will affect your physicality. And very often when I'm speaking to my clients and I'm saying something that I know that they don't want to hear, I will automatically smile. It just automatically happens, because it softens whatever I'm saying to that person. Try it, it really does work. And I appreciate that you can't smile all the time, but if you meet someone that you really like and you're smiling physically, that means that you're smiling in your heart, you're mentally smiling and you're physically smiling. And it really is positive, it really works. You try it. And the fifth way that you can attract the right person is just to accept that it's okay to be single. And I know it sounds counterintuitive, because this is all about attracting the right person. But if you bear me out for a second, I'm going to explain it. Because if you just having this idea that I've got to be with a partner and it's not okay to be single, then you're going to be more likely to settle for someone that isn't right for you than settle for that one person that is right for you. And it's also going to mean that you're not necessarily already going to be in a relationship. So you're going to be available, because look, let's face it, how are you going to attract the right partner, okay, if you're with someone that's not the right partner at the moment? Because when you find that one person, because it's just one person, that's all it takes, that you're looking for, they will rock your world. You're not going to have to chase after them, because that connection, you're going to automatically have that connection. And when this happens, it's going to be a natural, intuitive thing. Love is going to happen. And it's going to happen without you forcing it. And you're going to be amazed at how positive you feel and how connected you feel to that one person that you find. And if you take all the steps in this video, it will happen for you. You've got to take your time, don't rush anything. Make sure you have the right mental mindset at the start so that you can connect emotionally and spiritually to the right person. I love you guys. It's given me a lot of pleasure to have this conversation with you on this video. Let me know how you feel about the content. I really want to hear from you. I love you guys very much. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with anyone that you think would benefit from it. I will say goodbye for now and see you in the next video. Much love.